Welcome to Dr. Chloe's clinic.
Hello, curious minds. Welcome back to another exciting science adventure with me, Dr. Chloe. Today, we're going to dive deep into the fascinating world of buoyancy. But before we get started, let's do a quick recap. In our previous video, we explored the concept of density. Remember, density is all about how tightly packed the particles are in an object. If something is less dense than the fluid it's in, it'll float. If it's more dense, it'll sink. Now let's talk about buoyancy. Buoyancy is the magical force that determines whether an object floats or sinks in a fluid, like water. So, how does buoyancy work? It's all about something called Archimedes' principle. Archimedes was a famous Greek mathematician who discovered that the buoyant force acting on an object is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by the object. Archimedes had his eureka moment while taking a bath. He noticed that the water level rose as he got into the tub, and he realized that the amount of water arose was equal to the volume of his body. This led him to discover the principle of buoyancy. In simpler terms, when you put an object in water, it pushes the water out of the way. The amount of water it pushes out of the way is equal to its volume, and the weight of that displaced water creates an upward force called buoyancy, which helps the object float. And here's something interesting. When we go into the water, we feel lighter. It's because of the force that pushes us upward, known as buoyancy. Try pushing a ball down into the water, and you'll feel the force pushing it back up. Buoyancy also determines at what level in the fluid an object will float. Some objects float on the surface, while others may sink to various depths within the fluid, depending on their densities and the buoyant forces acting on them. So, why do some things float while others sink? It all comes down to density and buoyancy working together. Isn't that fascinating? Buoyancy is like the hidden magic that determines how things behave in water. So, next time you're at the pool or the beach, take a moment to think about the magic of buoyancy all around you. And remember, stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of science. See you next time. Do you have any questions? Leave them in the comments with your name, and I'll do my best to answer by creating a video like this. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Your participation encourages me to continue creating content. Thank you for joining our journey at Curiosity Meets Answers.